Hello, I'm Jelelle Awen, and I have been sharing quite a few writings lately that have been coming through. And for those of you who follow me and us on YouTube and TikTok and other video platforms, I also wanted to read it to you, and you can take in the transmission any way you want by watching me read or closing your eyes or however you'd like to. I especially felt important during this eclipse passage and equinox portal that we're in which the energies are very potent right now. So here was the energy update that I shared today. It's about the incarnation wound and the metabody healing. We are going deeper now into the equinox portal tomorrow, March 20th, and yet still feeling the effects of the lunar eclipse last week. I've been tuning into these cosmic energies for several years, and this week's energies feel particularly potent and powerful to me. As I've shared about in previous writings about the eclipse equinox portal, there is a heightened opportunity for releasing, clearing, and upgrading possible now on all levels: physical, social, mental, spiritual, and energetic. Charged energy portals like this one prepare us by providing sometimes intense clearing and releasing so that we can move into and through deeper tipping points into higher timeline soul realities of goodness, love, and resonance. The divine feminine energies of a lunar eclipse really seems to have illuminated and drawn out old karmic cycles, unconscious patterns, and deep-seated emotional densities, especially those tied to past life soul contracts, sisterhood, soul family, relationship wounding, and collective distortions. As a wanderer, starseed healer, we come from higher dimensional realities and choose to drop into the densities of the earth grid, where these karmic patterns and wounds can even exist. And I've been offered in my own processing, connecting with Ra, which is a sixth dimensional soul family monad group, that many wanderers are being invited into truly waking up and reconciling why we chose to come here in this specific lifetime. While there is a unified field of consciousness that we share as a soul family, and the motivations originally seem to source from there, each of us was propelled by an individual choice and free will to be here at this time. The incarnation wound can be quite a deep one, as it spans many lifetimes' experiences of the difficulties of coming from such a high frequency reality into this one. And this is not just a one-time experience of incarnation, as the soul enters the body during birth, yet the overall experience of being in the body here on the earth plane, for every lifetime that it has been chosen. Feelings of being trapped here as a prison reality, abandoned by our soul family, cut off from higher dimensional support, rejected by Divine Mother and Father, that's also the orphan wound, being in a fragile earth body that's slowly dying. This can all be contained and accessed in the incarnational wounds of our metabody. Our metabody, as I've been offered to call it, holds all the experiences, challenges, traumas, sufferings, illnesses, injuries, modifications, distortions, and toxicities from lifetimes here that are not just stored as a physical and even cellular memories, yet also in your emotional body and subconscious. The metabody is usually anchored in and fused to and filtered through the 3D, 4D karmic field due to all these densities and undigested woundings. Yet it also has a connection bridge to our higher frequency metasoul field as well. The metabody is like a cosmic memory bank, and right now there's an update occurring in its operating system. The metabody can clear these painful memories stored there as our soul consciousness truly starts to drop into our bodies in this lifetime. Feeling, healing, being, releasing, and then able to embody codes of higher vibrational health and vitality on all levels. Our body upgrades this life are fueled by our soul's awakening, which creates a good kind of ripple effect, similar to when you throw a stone and it skips across water. And this signals the quantum light body process to start occurring in your metabody. And one of the most profound clearings and upgrading occurs as our bodies shift from reliance on denser, carbon-based food sources, solid food from external sustenance, 3 meals a day, metabolic calorie food stores, toward running on crystalline, light-infused plasma sources. This shift isn't just about not eating certain foods, or even about nourishment at that level. It's really a recalibration of how energy flows through our cells, mitochondria, and DNA to more reflect our higher dimensional flows from our higher home frequency. And there is pain, illness, injury, and a sense of fragility that comes up with this process of letting go of denser food sources, as I've shared about recently in some writings, and as the old system reboots to allow a higher operational frequency. And this can feel like a depletion or a temporary vulnerability, but it's actually a necessary trust fall into the divine's holding of your metabody. The pain and clearing allow for greater expansion into the very codes that you're actually meant to bring through. So the tension and suffering our bodies on all levels have held just from this lifetime has to be released so that higher frequencies can come in, is another way of saying it. Space needs to be made for the new to come in. So there's really no avoiding, bypassing, repressing, or getting out of this feeling, purge, release to receive process if you have signed up for this. As much as parts of you and of me might like to use all means of defenses, diversions, distractions, and even medications, including false foods, false light, false relationships, and false gods. This is, of course, if you have truly signed up for Ascension this life, which doesn't mean going up and out of the body, as in previous lifetimes, but actually bringing the higher codes into the body's experience. And if you've signed up also to support the healing of the Earth's incarnational wounds for yourself and along with your soul family, so that upgrading from 3D to 5D, Earth to Gaia, and 3D humanity to sacred humanity becomes possible. As you tune into your soul's reason for being here and higher purpose in this way, this allows the process to occur naturally without forcing anything. You're able to surrender to the discomfort as a portal and to provide support to your body in any way you can by tuning into the metabody's wisdoms. The awakening body knows exactly what fuel it most needs, which is not the medicated comfort foods usually of 3D reality that are actually slowly poisoning it or that have come from killing frequencies, yet are ones that your soul knows and your metabody remembers from other lifetimes to be truly supportive to letting in light codes and that offer real nourishment. There aren't that many in our current physical reality that are truly nourishing foods, especially with the ongoing poisoning, processing, and modifications going on from fear polarized beings that are currently in charge of 3D food sources. It takes really fine-tuned discernment and conscious choice and willingness to let go to draw in what your transitioning body most needs and wants. And I'll share a separate post and video soon about the highest frequency foods and supplements as well that I've been guided to by my awakening body and my metasoul's remembrance to take in for certain phases as I transition into more light body, which might be helpful to you too if you're guided to go into this process for yourself. And I like to offer during this time some Eclipse release and Equinox rebalance codes. So these are divine codes, I am affirmations, and energy transmissions that support the eclipse and purge and rebalancing process that's going on right now for your body and on all levels. So if you want to take these in right now, you could even close your eyes if you wanted to and take them in, and even pause and repeat after me, create a ceremony around them, however you'd like to receive them. So these codes are for the eclipse purge that's been going on, and releasing the old and clearing density. I am releasing all that no longer serves my highest divine self embodiment. I am clearing my metabody memory banks of timelines, soul contracts, and karmic binds that have completed their purpose. I am unburdening my body, mind, and soul from distortions of sacrifice, struggle, and separation. I am freeing my body from the weight of past life imprints, clearing my field with divine ease, flow, and grace. I am purging all fear-based entanglements, attachments, and illusions until only love remains. I am witnessing all shadows with love, allowing them to dissolve into pure light. And also some Equinox rebalancing codes for integration, stability, and sacred harmony. I am tuning into my metabody for guidance and support. I am harmonizing divine masculine and divine feminine energies within me. I am walking the middle path of peace, trust, and divine flow. I am anchoring the new frequencies of grace, sovereignty, and embodied love. I am stable in the shifting currents, my heart aligned to the one truth. I am in complete trust that all is realigning for my highest divine expression. I am a living temple of balance, radiating the codes of New Earth embodiment. You're stepping into a new timeline of nourishment and embodiment. All is aligning for your highest expression. Walk forward in trust with divine love and support. And much love to you during this transition time that we're in. From my heart to yours. From my metabody to your